Hello everyone, my name is Ilham maulana. I'm here will give you explanation of meeting one about discourse analysis. And here we got the presentation of presentative of what is discourse analysis. Basically, the summary of what is discourse analysis. Discourse analysis is examine a pattern of language across the text and consider the relationship between language and the social and cultural context in which it is used. Discourse analysis also considers the way that the use of language presents different view of the world and different understanding. It examines how the use language is influenced by relationship between participants as well as the effect of the use of language has upon social identities as a relationship. It also considers how view of the world and identities are constructed through the use of discourse. So, so discourse analysis is depending what situation of you are on. So if you are in the you are in different culture, that's the way of different how you deliver the conversation. So discourse analysis basically happening when depending on context you are in. Like example, the context of culture. Like example, when you take lunch or buying something in English speaking country, there are a lot using maybe I don't know a lot of using word please or thank you. Meanwhile, in Japan, they don't say it, or probably less say it because they straightforward to it. Like he buy something. The relationship between language and context is discordant. Simply put, context is the condition in which something exists or occurs. Basically, situation. Linguistically, this is part of the discourse that surrounds a language unit and help to determine its interpretation. Interpretation. People will know how to interpret what someone says from the situation they are in, depending on the situation, context. You know, the discourse structure of text. So it is the structure of discourse. The discourse analysis are also interested in how people organize what they say in the sense of what they typically say first and what they say next and so on in conversation or in writing piece of paper. This is something that varies across culture and is by no means the same across language. An email, for example, to me from Japanese academic or member of administration staff of Japanese university may start with reference to the weather say immediately after. Dear Professor, preach something like greeting is such a beautiful day today here in Kyoto. I, of course, may also say this in email to a fresh college, but it's not ritual common in English. As it is in Japan, there are just particular thing we say and particular way of ordering what we say in particular spoken and written situation and in particular language and culture. So culture affect your conversation or probably what you say first and go on in conversation or piece of writing. Cultural of speaking and writing. Different cultures often have different way of doing things through the language. This is something that was explored by Helms through the notion of the ethnography of communication. Helm's work was a reaction to the neglect at the time of speak in linguistic analysis of anthropological description of culture. His work also a reaction to view of language which took little or no account of the social and cultural context in which language occurred. In particular, he considered aspects of speech events such as who is speaking to whom, to what, about what. for what purpose, where and when, and how this impact on how we say and do things in culture specific setting. So it's depending on the context, how you construct or the conversation, because you are in different culture, uh, different between your culture. Discourse as the social construction of reality. The view or discourse of the social construction of reality see text as communicative units which are embedded in social and cultural practice. The text we write and speak both shape as shaped with this practice discourse, and is both shaped by the word as well as shaping the word. Discourse is shaped by the language as well as shaping language. It is shaped by the people who use language as well as shaping the language that people use. Discourse is shaped as well by the discourse that has preceded it and which may follow it. Discourse is also shaped the medium which conquered well as well as shape the possibility for that medium. The purpose of the text also influence the discourse. Discourse also shapes the range and specific purpose of text. So discourse is probably shape the text of the conversation, like I said before, is because depending on the context. Discourse and socially situated identities. When we speak or write, we use more than this language to display who we are and how we want people to see us. The way we dress, the gesture we use, and the way we act and interact also influence how we display social identity. Other factors which influence this include the way we think, the attitude we display, and the thing we value, feel, and believe. As G 2011 argues, the way we make visible and organize who we are and what we are doing always involves more than just language. It involves acting, interacting, and thinking in a gentle way. It also involves following and thinking, or reading and reading, in appropriate way with appropriate props at appropriate times and appropriate place. Its sociality that influence what we are, who we are, what we are. Discourse and performance. The notion of performative is derived from speak art theory and the work linguistic philosopher Austin. It is based on the view that we say something, we do it. That's it. We bring state of faith into being and possess what we say and what we do. And some example as these are I promise and I will now pronounce your husband and wife. Till I have said I promise, I have committed myself of doing something. On a prize or a marriage celebration, shall I now pronounce you husband and wife. A couple have become husband and wife. Thus bring the social world into being. So basically the performance is like you saying something, you will do it, you will doing it. So depending on what you say, so the context itself from what you say is what will you do the next. Discourse and intertextuality. All texts, whether they are spoken or written, make their meaning again. Discourse and intertextuality. All texts, whether they are spoken or written, make their meaning against the background of other texts and things that have been said on other occasions. Texts may more or less or explicitly cite other texts. They may refer to other texts or they may allude to other past, future, and text, which just make sense of every word, every utterance, or act against the background, some other word. Utterance act a similar kind. We create our text out of sea of former texts that surround us. The sea of language we live in, we then send text the other within that same sea. And basically just you bring the past conversation on your text, so it is bring what the background is saying. And the last is the summary. The summary. Discourse analysis then considers the relationship between language and the social and cultural text in which it is used. It considers what people mean by what they say, on how they work out what people mean, and the way language presents different view of the world and different understanding. This includes an examination of how discourse is shaped by the relation between participants and the effect discourse has upon social identity and relationship. So basically everything you say, the conversation, the background, everything is shape of the discourse. So yeah, how discourse is shape the conversation, the identity, and the relationship between participants.